those times. Man,
he's 3'8". Hey, Hertz. Average weight for a guy is 220. I don't know about that.
The Smash drama that's also happening right now. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't think the average weight for a guy is 220. Like globally, I'd say probably. In America, the average weight for a guy is probably around 200 pounds.
It's about 737.
Yeah, it's about 1,856 pounds. I mean, 200 pounds is not heavy.
4%.
Is what?
Obesity rate in America is like 34%.
Jesus.
In the UK, it's 25%. And America doesn't even have the highest amount. I think it's like Samoa who has like the most obesity rate. It's kind of insane. I think they're at like 52% or something. But yeah, did you see the stuff that's happening in the Smash community?
No.
Okay, so there's a young Smash player that is named Puppey. He's like a really young guy, and he's been in the scene since he was like 13 or something like that, like super young, going to tournaments and stuff when he was that young. Well, there's another Smash player that goes by the name Senpai, Cinn Pi. Her name's Cinnamon. Well, apparently Puppey came out yesterday and said, yeah, when I was like 14 and going to tournaments, she was like doing illegal stuff with me when she was 24 when he was 14. So
that's concerning.
It's like all these
we have a word for that.
Yeah, it's called pedophile.
Yeah, and people aren't going to say that, obviously. It's not the traditional predator.
Luckily, everyone's going with Puppey and they're not saying anything. And people are like, you know, maybe he was mature for his age or some bullshit. And like, people brought up photos of what he looked like at the 2016 tournaments when this all happened. Dude looks like he's like 10 years old.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Scary, dude. Don't let your kids go to tournaments when they're like that young and not chaperone them.
Hey, Def. Yeah, that's like one thing that's concerning about TwitchCon. Like because you're technically allowed to go to TwitchCon if you have parental consent, right? Like you're allowed to go on a plane alone if your parent consents. So it's like they could go to TwitchCon. Well, I don't know if it's like that in every country, but it's probably a certain age. Like you can't be a 5-year-old and go on a plane alone unless you're like a refugee or something.
If you get adult supervision, you can.
They don't even need supervision though. Like if you're old enough, you can just get parental consent to go on a plane alone. Like if you're, I don't know, 12 or 13, whatever.
Anyway, he wrote like a huge paste bin, and it was like, yeah, okay, so he's 14 when this is happening. He's like, yeah, well, after the tournament was done, we all went back to the hotel rooms, and there was like people in there getting drunk and partying and shit, and she like jumped on top of him and stuff. It's like, what the hell is going on at these tournaments? I wouldn't let my kid anywhere like that young, like anywhere. I mean, I'm not like blaming his parents or anything, because I'm pretty sure that they were friends or like knew who he was hanging out with and stuff. But it's like, I wouldn't let my kid anywhere near some random hotel room where I didn't know what they were doing.
What's that smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
And again, that's like another one of those like abuse of power things. If you're like that young and you're like hanging out with someone who's literally 10 years old, and you think, oh, they know best, or like they know what's
I was watching a documentary about that in the Olympics, because like gymnasts, when they go into the Olympics, they're super young, right? Like they start in the Olympics when they're like 12.
Yeah, I mean, Kayla, whatever her last name is, where she like sued her coach for all that abuse for years.
It's like crazy.
And of course, the kid is probably not gonna know what's happening to them, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you know, this is." You know,
They think it's normal because it's like they've never had a reason to think adults were untrustworthy, and it's like it's sick because those they know that, like, the adults that are responsible for that know that, they know that that's a thing that happens. Like, they know, they understand that the vulnerability, and that's why they do it, because they're fucking sick, twisted, like, fucking scumbags.
Also, that power dynamic thing. That's why, like, anytime someone from my stream like DMs me and like says something, I'm like super awkward because it's like I don't want it to be like, you, even though I don't know.
Like, I try to be as casual as possible in my stream to avoid that. Like, I talk to people like they're people, and I want people to talk to me like I'm a person to avoid just that whole fear factor that comes with bigger streamers. Like, when you go in Ninja's stream, you're scared to talk. You don't know what you're gonna say that might get you banned.
Well, Ninja's got 50,000 people talking. So.
Yeah.
I mean, Ninja even faced backlash where he said that he doesn't play co-op games with other women because he doesn't want people to gossip and get his wife upset. Which I think is both silly and kind of smart at the same time. But I mean, obviously you have to manage that. If you're not like some weirdo, then it's not going to be a problem. But I guess if you're like just like the global face of gaming at the moment, then I can kind of see. Yeah, conventions and tournaments and stuff. Well, I mean, I was saying this earlier, like a streamer is probably not actually your friend. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you should never go into like a meeting or anything thinking that you're gonna be friends with this random person.
I think we're pretty lucky in the community we have.
Like 50,000 people, you know.
Like, the Souls community is small enough that it's pretty tight knit. Like, it's hardly ever a a modest sized Souls streamer that isn't known to the rest of the community.
Yeah,
so it's
parasocial.
Like, it's cool, and it's big, but it's big enough that you get like a pretty sizable amount of viewers watching.
You know who Dreaded Cone is, right?
No.
He was in Soul Brand with like Peeve and Ouroboros and Orlos Jr. He got kicked out when he got caught like DMing all these women on like Discord and getting photos from them and all sorts of weird shit. I mean, he was married.
There's so many fucking scumbags on planet Earth.
Because he may just see that as like an easy way to get off, you know. It's like, oh man, I'm not a half bad looking guy, and I stream all these people, and I have power over them. And plus, it's like there's also like the dynamic where it's like, oh, they're not gonna believe you, you know. I'm big, I'm famous. I can just say no.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's like a societal problem more than an actual platform problem. Like, it's not something you can fix with an update on Twitch. Like,
I mean, you can't really make Twitch like 18 plus because that would just kill the site probably.
Just the way that Twitch functions and just like the audience it attracts to actually stream on it are typically people with like social problems. Like, I'm not saying the majority of people on Twitch have social problems, but it definitely attracts that type of person.
It's like I see my little sister playing Roblox. There's like people in the chat in that game. I feel like Roblox would be like Pedo City. Like TikTok is already Pedo City.
Yeah.
If you let your like underage child on TikTok making videos, then you really need to monitor that shit.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, I think it's pretty scary, some of these online games targeted at kids, because it's like it's
Oh,
prime
I didn't know that
prime real
part.
estate for fucking scumbags. Unfortunately. Club Penguin? Well, Club Penguin's gone now. Have you ever seen the fastest ban on Club Penguin speedrun? It's like the most hilarious thing ever. He just like starts up a game and just like starts typing fucking random swear words until he gets banned.
I should link you the video of the speedrun for getting banned in the U.S. Army's esports official Discord.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it actually is a thing. The U.S. Army has a esports team.
I mean, it makes sense.
Anyway,
They gotta do something when they're not in a war.
the record is like 7 seconds. You know how they get banned so
How?
fast? They post a Wikipedia link to the United States war crimes Wikipedia page, and they just get banned in like 7 seconds.
It's fucking hilarious.
I think in one of the videos where it shows the guy getting banned, someone says, "Is Trump in this Discord?" And one guy literally says unironically, "The president doesn't have time for Discord, sorry."
Hey, Bootyole, what's up, dude? There's actually a, I don't know if it's real, but that streamer bans thing is actually real. Like, it tells you whenever someone gets banned, like a big high-profile person gets banned, and it said Donald Trump got banned. I don't know if it's real.
He did.
Why? Does he stream on Twitch?
His Donald Trump's official Twitter or Twitch account would stream his rallies live and restream past rallies. Twitch updated their terms of service to include like inciting violence and stuff, and he's incited violence against protesters, so they banned him.
I'm the best Fortnite player. All I do is play Fortnite. I know the greatest Fortniters.
I mean, if someone's out there saying like, "Oh, you know, when the looting starts, the shooting starts," you know, that's kind of grounds for ban, you know.
I like to build walls in Fortnite.
USA War Crimes Wikipedia page gets you banned in the official Discord of the U.S. Army. Honestly, that Wikipedia page is pretty long too, so. That could be a warning. I mean, I'm not gonna go into any of that right now, except for right now. It's just it's the suggestion. He knows his followers are fucking crazy and would do it. So
Damn.
imagine if I had
get
millions of
slammed
people
there.
who follow me, and I said, I just said jokingly, "Oh, it'd be pretty funny if someone killed you right now." You know, I'm just joking, but you know, it'd be pretty funny.
In game, that's basically memes, but
Literally.
but unironically.
I mean, it's just like it's a dog whistle. Well, I mean, basically it's a foghorn, but you know. Oh man, it'd be so funny if someone came to your house and burned it down. But you know, just
In game.
it would be so funny.
Oh man.
I'm mental. I mean, I haven't really left the house except for go to the doctor and like Walmart once. But I mean, I'm not like in the thick of it all, unfortunately, or I should say, fortunately.
Unfortunately, I don't. My whole city doesn't have coronavirus.
It'd be cool to fight for the cause, you know, but can't. Plus, a lot of people are getting sick. My mom's sick. I'm sick.
You guys don't actually have the virus, though, do you? Have you been tested?
I just found out today that I'm gonna have to take medication for the rest of my fucking life, and it blows.
For what?
Hypothyroidism.
I think my mom
It's
has that. She has like thyroid issues.
Yeah. Apparently my thyroid is making like 1 or 2 points above baseline, and that's enough to cause all sorts of issues. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to take a pill for every day for the rest of your life. So that just sucks because I'm just not used to it.
I am lucky to be a healthy person with no issues.
Yeah, but you never. I would say enjoy it because you never know what's gonna happen in the next 10
Yeah.
years. You may come across something that happens to you or you don't know about yet. Like hypothyroidism can like cause like hair loss and pounding heart and like brittle hair and bulging eyes apparently. Like all
I
sorts of
think
crazy shit.
the only severe thing that's ever happened to me is I had a lung infection when I was probably 13, 14. And I went to the hospital and I had to use an inhaler for like, I don't know, it wasn't that long, but yeah, it was from like breathing in dust. It was pretty bad though, like I couldn't breathe at all. I was like struggling just to move. I had to like sit down because I was barely able to breathe. And then my dad just drove me to the hospital. And they had us sitting in the waiting room for like I don't know how long. And then my dad got really mad because we were sitting there for like 2 hours and his son couldn't fucking breathe. So he went over and like yelled at the desk person, secretary, I don't know what you call him. Receptionist, yeah. Yeah, it sucks when you have like this nagging thing at the back of your mind with health problems.
I mean, luckily the pills that I have to take are only like $9 for a month's supply, but still, it's like, dude, that's $9 I could have had for something else. You know, like
That's the
scares me
one.
with like, what if I get into a situation in life where I can't afford to get that? That's the shitty thing about living in America is like if you need life-altering medication, you have to pay for it, like, and a lot of money for it. Like I'm lucky that it's not like $100 a month or some crazy shit.
There are a lot of medications in Canada that are free, thankfully, like the most common ones. But then again, you could have like a super uncommon illness and like it's not covered by government healthcare, and then you're fucked. Pay it out the ass.
Yeah, after my dad had his laminectomy, they prescribed this medication for him, and even with insurance, it was like $700, and he was like, "Nah, I don't need it."
Alright, see you later, Prince. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, I just don't understand. Like, a lot of Americans are just against public healthcare, and it just doesn't make
They
sense
don't
to me.
understand
It's just
what
like,
it is.
like,
America's like the only country in the world where poor people are against free healthcare because a rich person told them to be against it.
It's like, yeah, we pay more taxes in Canada, and yeah, they pay even more taxes than that in like Norway. But like the
But the thing is, the
happiness,
amount you pay for your prescriptions is going to outweigh the cost of the taxes. Like, if your taxes get increased by like 5 or 10%, that's nothing compared to you paying fucking $500 for your prescription every month.
it's just like
You know?
you look at Norway or like anywhere in Europe, like any more socialist country in Europe, and they all have much higher happiness rates than the U.S. and Canada. Why? Because they don't have to fucking pay out of their ass when they have a cough.
Yep. So I had to go to the dermatologist office,
Yeah.
and I just recently found out that I have insurance. I had to when I went there, you know, they drew blood, and I also asked if they could remove 2 moles for me, one on my neck and like one on my arm that's been bothering me. Like it was huge and red and also so, you know, I got that all done. And when I got the bill, it tells you how much it would have been if you didn't have insurance to pay for it. $551. Actually, I got it right here. I'm not gonna reach that far to get it, but it was $551 to not only see and talk to the dermatologist for like maybe 5 minutes, and then have them remove this thing from my neck and my arm, which literally took her 30 seconds to do both.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, the big red mole on your arm would have been like $225, and the one on your neck would have been 115, and then the visit with the dermatologist itself would have been 125. So I was like, what the fuck? Good thing I only paid like 30, but even then I think 30 is way too much. Like I could have used that 30 for something else.
Crack.
Yeah. But still, it's like a Evil Dead Ash thanks to the follow. Picked a good time to watch what I'm talking about. This crazy stuff.
I'm dead.
And the thing is, because of American law, so I'm on insurance under my father, but according to American law, once I hit 26, I can't be on his insurance anymore, so I'll have to pay full price for everything if I ever have to go to the doctor. So in 3 months, my insurance runs out, and there's like no chance in hell I'll ever go to a doctor again because I don't want to pay $100 to $1,000.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah, we're not
backwards system.
Right now. I'm just practicing. We finished the race like an hour ago.
And it went horribly.
Oh, we finished.
Yeah, at least I mean, it was a reasonable time, at least, I guess. Could have been much worse.
Yeah, there are, but I don't make enough money to actually afford a healthcare thing. Try to do a Chicago run, you probably want to get your blood tinge up. When I got my wisdom tooth removed, I had to pay out of pocket, and it was like $200.
I'm getting my wisdom teeth
$230.
removed in a week.
But that was just for one tooth. If you like
I
get
have all four.
of your wisdom teeth.
At least they're not impacted. They're like, so it should just be pulling them, I guess. Not entirely sure how it works. Okay. Remember to grab.
Well,
this
for
chunk.
Chicago, you want to get skill for the unzipped version. because once you dip it into your blood, it scales off your blood tinge.
That's kind of scary. Won't be wise no more.
I mean, if you're getting blood tinge, then yeah, guns are gonna be useful.
As soon as I get a good run, I'm gonna complain that this isn't a category. Can't believe
You
you're
want to get
denying
the
my world
25
record.
and blood tinge to 25 before you use the Chicago.
Can't wait to die to the red dog again.
Living in Australia, hearing about our healthcare issue. Insurance in America is literally just there to make the businessmen as much money as possible. Being sick in America is basically a death sentence for like a lot of the population. Like you either die or you go broke. There was a patient here who had COVID-19 and he recovered, but he spent like 16 days in the hospital on a ventilator and all sorts of medication. When he got his bill for his hospital stay, it was like $1.5 million. It was a
Really?
181 pages of a
Really?
receipt for his.
I don't believe that, man. I don't understand how the U.S. can possibly justify that much money. Like, I just
Well,
don't
luckily he had
understand.
insurance and it paid for all 1.8 million or 1.5 million or whatever, but still the fact that it was that much is insane.
It's like, how do you even justify saying that that much money was spent treating that person? Like, on resources.
I mean, a single Tylenol in the ER costs like $40 according to them.
You can buy a whole fucking bottle of Tylenol that'll last you a year for like less than that.
Like I just found out that I am under insurance for my father, and I haven't been to a doctor in like 4 or 5 years, and I finally went to one. They took blood, did tests, and it turns out I have all sorts of things. Well, only the thyroid thing, but who knows what else there could be.
Hey, Geef. I don't know why I called you Geef. I always call you Fanboy.
Man, it's like if I could go to a doctor or a dentist or anything like that for free, it'd be so nice, but yeah. I'm lucky I take care of my teeth as well as I do. But if I had like any kind of like life-altering illness, or like life-defying illness, then it would be awful.
I mean, that would be awful even if you had insurance. Hey, Veruga.
Yeah, it'd be awful knowing that I was draining my entire family drive every dime that they have. Yeah, it depends. there's such a huge range for different healthcare prices. Like it could cost you anything between like, I don't know, 300 a month to 1,000 a month. And even then, even when you have insurance, you still have to pay. You still have to pay at the wherever you're going.
That's fucking
Like,
bullshit, dude.
so it's like like I said, I have insurance under my father, right? So it's like a 1,500 deductible. And but when I go to the hospital or if I go to a clinic or something, I still have to pay the copay. Like I have to pay like the $10. So I have a card that says regular doctor visit is $10, like just for a non-specialist, just like a general practitioner, it's $10. If I go to any specialist, it's going to be $25 to $35, and it says all emergency room visits are $125.
Stupid.
So there's also an out-of-pocket limit, which means if you pay this much out of pocket, then your insurance will cover everything after that. The thing is, the out-of-pocket limit is $10,000. So if at any point during the year you pay more than $10,000, like accumulative for the entire year, then your insurance will pay for everything after that. But like I said, it's 10 grand.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous that that's even a system. Like, it doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. And it's like, it evidently doesn't work because there are so many people in America who are living paycheck to paycheck because of healthcare costs.
It's just the thing, the people who don't want it are the ones who are already spending, so many, like they have obviously good jobs and their job will provide enough money for them to pay for the insurance. And the people with the money are the ones who have the power to get the votes in and stuff.
Oh, please don't fucking kill me.
It's because there's like this rhetoric going around where it's like, oh, universal healthcare, I don't want to pay for this person's surgery, or I don't want to pay for this
Yeah.
They think
Hey, Astarte.
it's just narcissism, right? It's just me, me, me. America's about me, 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 me. I don't care about other people. I don't,
Well, it's
I'm
like,
not gonna pay for that person's surgery. I'm not gonna,
think about it like this. Like, what if that was your family member? Wouldn't you?
Well, that's the thing. These people don't care about it until it happens to them.
Exactly. Like, what if it was your family member and you couldn't afford privatized healthcare? Really? Forgot to equip the elixirs, and then I didn't do it fast enough.
It's just, like some of the arguments are literally meant to be misleading or strike some kind of emotional chord, or like, why did I delete that save? I was going to use that save. It's like in America, if you have any kind of like life-defying illness or whatever, your insurance will probably come from GoFundMe. All these people have GoFundMe pages for, my kid was born with cancer or whatever, and it's like, please donate, and they make it, like they make a shit ton of money off GoFundMe.
See, that bothers me, the GoFundMe pages. Like, not that people are getting treatment, like that's great. What bothers me is that, like, they think that they're entitled to something that other people aren't, Like, there are hundreds of thousands of families with people who are suffering from cancer, and they don't get that GoFundMe fucking bailout, you know? It's like, that's what bothers me.
Yeah, they can put it
about
up,
that.
no one's stopping them, but it's like
But there's only those select few that actually get attention.
exactly.
That's the problem. Like, I'm sure there are tons of GoFundMe pages with $0 on them from people who are saying my kid has cancer, but it's the ones that make the news that everybody donates to. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is, like, the people who don't get that treatment, who aren't privileged enough for that. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, there should be no reason to need it in the first place, like having a GoFundMe. GoFundMe is supposed to be for, like, I don't know, like, projects. Like, if you have a business idea and you're like, I want to start up my business, give me $10,000, like, stuff like that. Shouldn't be for healthcare. Like, that's ridiculous. That should be, like, a government mandatory government provided healthcare. Like, that should be a thing worldwide.
I don't know, it's just I just hope I don't have car accident or anything crazy where it's like, yeah, we saved your life, but you're gonna owe us like $100,000 for the rest of your life. That's why people in America, if they're having like a heart attack or something, that someone's about to call 911, people literally beg them not to because they can't afford the hospital ride or they can't afford the ambulance ride.
That's sick.
I mean, an ambulance costs like $1,200 if they take you to the hospital.
That's just sick. It's sickening that that's even a thing. Please don't save my life, because I can't afford it.
That's why you got Uber. You know, Uber's over here taking people to the hospital now.
It's ridiculous. My life is too expensive to live, so please don't save me. Like, just when you put it in that way, it makes it hits even harder. Hey, Slack. Hopefully this is the run, so people can hear all this really depressing conversations about healthcare and cancer.
Wake up, sheeple. There's three boxes when it comes to changing the world. You got your soapbox, where you make your voice heard. You got the ballot box, where you make your vote heard and change it like that. And then the final and the most desperate box is the the ammo box.
Uh-oh.
So
Hey, Phoenix.
we're heading towards that third box in America eventually. Some say we're even there already.
Hopefully I don't accidentally do a skip now, that would suck. Just like warp out and pretend it didn't happen. That was bad.
It's like on the topic of the US being insane, you know, it's like the whole gun thing. Honestly, even if you're against guns in the US, it's probably your best interest to get one yourself anyway.
That was awful stamina. See, I don't know what the stamina is for any of this shit, so it's like...
Civil War II, you laugh, but you know, it may happen. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh my fucking god. That was a waste of a vial, but whatever.
Tiny action. I can get out of this. I don't think so. I haven't done that in so long.
Happy Canada Day hurts.
Follow on Twitter.
No, I didn't do the elevator skip. Haven't done any skips. This is all glitchless. At least I don't think I've done a skip, because I'm trying not to. Very possible that I subconsciously just do skips without thinking about it.
Quit, we'll save this one, what? Oh, quit out, okay. Bro. What was that?
Ooh, pretty solid run. Maybe I'll remember to pop the fucking pellet for brightest this time. That was the dumbest thing ever. Hey, Adachi.
Man, I'm just getting destroyed.
What are you doing?
I'm just killing German. But he keeps breaking out of the everything and killing me. Hey, exploding panda launcher. How's it not going? I had a really good run that died, and then the wolf wouldn't give me the skip for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and then I did a glitchless all bosses race. What are you supposed to do if you get that opening where he just bows his head down and
Who?
does the moon presence when he like bows his head down and just does the
The tail whip?
tail attack?
I break your right side arm first, then I break the left side arm, then the head, then go for a visceral. Like I can kind of tell when I'm gonna get the visceral and when I'm not, so like you can build up more stamina and just like R1 spam instead of getting the visceral. Like depending, which is not that much slower.
Never played Demon Souls. It's pretty good. It's just like Dark Souls 1, but kind of more loose. There's no poise, and magic is interesting. Pretty fun game. If you have a strong enough PC, you can emulate it pretty easily. Or you can just wait for the remake on the remake machine.
I guess you just quit out here, honestly. Like after you open the door. I was waiting for him to walk over here, but yeah, just quit out and then 5R1s seems like the best, probably. And then hope you don't get fucked over by some werewolves once you're trying to get the badge. They all did the exact same thing. Yeah, you need the badge to buy pellets. It's the only way you can buy beast blood pellets. Which are vitally important for speed.
The game would literally probably be an extra 10 minutes if it didn't have pellets.
Oh, more than that. Like, fuck. Like, bosses that are easy with pellets would be way harder to not just take longer.
Yeah.
So you probably have to have strats that are even slower than just like R1 spam, which is what some of the bosses are, basically.
You thought Wonderball was creepy until you saw Orphan? At least Orphan's like a fun fight. Wonderborn is like not fun. Wonderborn's easy, but it's just not fun.
Hey, what's up, MMC? Oh, you can't hear me.
Just kill me. Witches are pretty easy. You kill them in like 5 hits.
I still have more insight right now. Oh, it's because of patches. That's why. I just realized that. It's not a bad thing, I guess. I'll have some extra pellets just in case. If I get lightning on Orphan, I can quit out and just do the fight again. Imagine that routing, that would suck, dude. Plus 0 Amelia is part of the reason why this run is so fluid, like... Because you can just buy enough materials, basically, to upgrade your weapon after killing Amelia, rather than collecting them all. Because that's, like, the threshold to get upgrade materials, like, to buy them from the shop. So if you had to upgrade your weapon to kill Amelia quickly, it would just be so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Blood Rock.
Max from the city yet?
So patches gives you 2 insight, I guess.
You can skip Batman's knowledge. You don't have to get 1 anywhere, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, patches gives you 2. Patches also gives you Beg for Life, and you can kill him for something.
I forgot to split for Cleric Beast. Rip the perfect splits.
No, Beg for Life doesn't do anything. I'm stuck. I got the glitch that you got where I'm where Peanut got. Oh my god, I'm stuck in place.
It happens when you, like, get stuck between 2 objects, usually.
I can't move. I can't.
I think what happened to Peanut is he got stuck between, like, the railing and, like, the little broken part of the railing at the bottom. I think that's what happened. Have you seen the clip where I was doing old Yarnum skip, and then when I landed, I just didn't land? Like, I just kept floating once I hit the ground?
I don't want to roll because I know that will break me out of it. I don't want to.
You can actually get it, like, really consistently doing ladder warp.
Oh,
like,
I'm
if
running.
you try to run into the side of the ladder.
This is me running.
Oh, you can actually move? You can move in yours?
Yeah, I'm moving around in a circle, and I'm also. I mean, I'm like trying to run. My stamina bar is not moving much, but it's like. It's like. What is happening? If this happened in a run, that'd be so funny. I'll see if I do an. Okay, that probably undid it. Aw. I shouldn't have done a gesture. Like, I just killed Orphan and walked into his body as he died and, like, froze me in place. That's pretty good. I've never seen that happen after killing anyone. I wonder what causes it.
I don't know. It's just like it. Like I said, if you go to the ladder, like before Amelia, and like try to run into the corner between the ladder and the wall, you can get that to happen.
Get poop walked.
Yeah, it almost looks exactly like Poop Walk too. It's kind of funny. Hey, what's up, Dara? Thanks for the good luck, dude. I didn't get the counter hit. Hopefully that doesn't make him attack me right now. Nice, just the extra L1. Hey, Marchie.
You'll save time by not going the wrong way and
Oh yeah.
now alone will probably save you like 45 seconds.
Also, my failures fight was fucking atrocious. How much longer without exiting the game? You don't exit the game too often. There's only a couple quit outs. The next one is gonna be after failures though. It's like pretty close.
Don't quit out, that's a glitch.
I don't fucking care. It's not a glitch. People can argue all they want.
Keeping your pellet after the fight is a glitch though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Putting out
That's
to
just
keep
how
your pellet.
beast meter works. Has nothing to do with the pellet. That's just how beast meter works. Like you keep it when you quit out.
I mean, I think it's a bug when you just keep like your entire meter for the like without using one, and it allows you to use another one.
That was fucking close. Okay, I'm not gonna have a good failures fight then, I guess. Probably only lost like 5 seconds maybe on that. Yeah, six seconds.
Reddit will hear about this.
So quitting out only saves 6 seconds. Basically, if you get a fight like that. Probably, I did a backstab. Backstabs are slow, so probably not even that much.
Did you get early still?
No.
Holy hell, I just got skewered. I've never had that happen before. Like the spot where you're at right now, 2 dogs froze me in place, and I got hit by 3 of those javelins.
That's why I do
One
the
in the head.
pathing I do, to like avoid that. To make it so the spears kind of fly by you even if you get stunned.
Hey, Taxman Scotty 999, thanks for the follow, bro. No problem. Wow, your voice has changed. Let's see, do you jump down this ladder or do you actually take the ladder?
I jump. Doesn't do that much damage.
I got stuck on these slug princesses. You're welcome, dog, no problem. Glad you enjoyed it. We're about to go, we're about to kill Orphan in a second here. Around the corner.
Don't listen to him. He's not me. I'm just focusing.
What are you talking about? We're gonna trick our weapon here. We're gonna eat this pellet in like 5 seconds. Ready? We're gonna gulp it down. No, no, so Orphan, we got a good opener. You know, Orphan has like 700 different openers.
And by 700 you mean 2.
Visible by 2. Visible by 700. Hey, what's 51 divided by 17?
I don't know.
3.
Hey, Axel. That was hot. Very hot.
Fight your clean, thanks, man.
Shut up. 2 vials. Hopefully I don't get any memes. That should be enough. Hey, what's up, BLT? Should you play Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 again? I don't know, man. Whatever one you have most fun with. I have fun playing all the games. I'm really hungry suddenly. I swear, like, focusing on runs makes you tired and hungry. It's like, it expels energy a lot more than just, like, watching videos.
Your brain's using up all your calories.
It's like, when they tested, like, chess players in between games, like, for some study, they noted that, like, they lost weight after a tournament because of how hard they have to think to play chess.
You should weigh yourself before and after you solve a Rubik's Cube. You're like 3 grams lighter. So that's why I got fat. I stopped playing chess. You should just join chess.com and play on your phone or your laptop. Since you're at the hospital, you know, you don't need fast internet for that. You can just go have fun.
This is a pretty decent category just to like chill out in.
I have to do it so boring.
Well, it's like all achievements boring. Like the running extra running segments are kind of boring, I guess, but like when I stopped actually focusing on the run and started just like reading chat and talking, then it got better. It was like those
That's the
first
thing.
few runs we were doing when I had to focus really hard because I couldn't remember the route. That was when I was bored and annoyed.
That's the thing. If someone asks you to play chess, you should probably always say no, because that just means that they're gonna try to humiliate you.
Why? I
It's
like
like my
playing chess.
coworkers. They're always like, "Yo, let's play some chess," and I'm like, they know I'm not very good, or I don't really know how to play too well, so they know it's just gonna be like an easy slaughter. You
I
know?
mean, I'm not very good at chess, but I like it. I enjoy playing chess.
Play me in chess right now. Chess right now.
I haven't played chess in years, but after this
Good.
run I will if you want. And I don't really have strategy, I just kind of
I haven't
do
played Fury
random
in
moves.
years. That's what's gonna make the race fair. I'll stop streaming when we
Hey,
play
Mudkip.
chess, cause stream my browser.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you didn't want to stream getting annihilated. I'm like, dude, just because I
Yeah, that's-
play chess doesn't mean I'm good at it. I just like it.
Should we do speed chess?
I just about got fucking annihilated by that Molotov. No, let's just do whatever, just normal. I don't
Bullet chess, where you only get like 1 minute to make your move. and
just
for
do
the
like,
entire...
I don't know. Is there an option to make it so you don't have a time limit?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do that. It's more fun.
I think 15 minutes is the default, but I mean, if we're taking 15 minutes to make our entire game, it's gonna take
Yeah,
longer than 15.
it won't take that long. Well, it's 30 minutes because both of you have 15. Independent of each other. Game shouldn't take more than 15-20 minutes.
30 seconds, because you're gonna get scholars mated. I'll probably get scholars mated. Hit you with that hillbilly defense opener. Which is an actual opener, but I forget what the hillbilly defense looks like.
I'm quitting out here. I'm not risking this shit.
It's a glitch, bro.
It's a glitch, bro.
This run's gonna be a 1:12.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm actually 8.5 minutes ahead because I had some extra loads and stuff. Probably more like 6, maybe 7 minutes ahead.
If I beat you in chess, you gotta race me in Fury tomorrow.
No. No, please. I'm begging you. Cannot quit out of the game. You're not supposed to quit. You're just supposed to stay in the game forever. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do like YOLO ROM or anything in this shit. Like, I don't want to grind for a good time. At least not until we have like a semi-competitive category. And maybe I'll invest some time into it, but I didn't put that much time into any percent glitchless either. But definitely more time than this. I think I had like 600-700 attempts at any percent glitchless.
Okay, I'm just gonna host you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for the follows and all that stuff. Pretty cool. I'll be playing a Hattie in chess in like the next 10 minutes if you wanna watch me lose. Alright. See you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I actually get the skip.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scotty. I missed your sub. I was just way too focused. Thank you for the sub, dude, if you're still here.
I told you that. I said thank you to him.
I know, I was
There.
just way too focused because don't want to fucking die. Also, thanks for the raid, sir.
I didn't read you.
What the fuck?
Let's see, do we need to make accounts on chess.com? I really hope not. Play chess. Play now. Join now. It's free.
Jump from the stairs isn't a glitch, but is considered as one. I don't think anybody considers that jump a glitch. And if they did, I mean, there you go.
Take it to the council.
Oh, you're asking me if it's considered a glitch? I just don't think it's considered a glitch. I mean, if you ask the community when we flesh out some rules for this category, I guarantee you they're going to allow that. As for Orphanage Key Skip, I don't know, man. These people are crazy. I think Orphanage Key Skip... I think trying to define what's a glitch and what's not kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a glitchless category. What?
Did you do Orphanage Key Skip in this round?
No, I didn't.
That's what I fucking thought.
I mean, trying to define what's a glitch and what's not defeats the whole purpose of having a category like this. It's like the whole point is to play the game, quote-unquote, as intended. Without any fancy skips or glitches. Just my opinion. Like, you can argue that half the skips in Bloodborne aren't glitches.
I can't change my icon on chess.com.
Why did I backstab early? I can't believe I just did that. It's the stupidest thing I've ever done. I don't know why I backstabbed early. I don't know why I did that. It was the dumbest thing ever. I just, like, brain dead, just waited for stamina instead of timing it when I was supposed to. Oh, fuck me, dude. Like, this could have been just a good run, but now it's fucking dog shit. And of course it was at the end of the fucking fight.
Means there's still time to save in this run.
I can't do it, dude. I'm so fucking stupid. Imagine choking on fucking Garamond after getting a perfect fight. It's like such a perfect fight. All I needed to do was time the backstab, but no, I did it too fucking early. Stupidest fucking mistake anybody's ever made. I just did the same fucking thing again. I can't do it, dude. Like, making mistakes like this is so ridiculous. I did the same fucking thing again. Like, how do you do that? How do you mentally, like, acknowledge a mistake and then do the same fucking thing again? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How does a person fucking do that?
You can do it. Let's kill him.
I don't even care anymore about this run. Haven't died to Garamond in months.
Is even worse than charge bar 2 days?
It's just for damage. It like has a similar amount of damage to the double charge R2, or to the triple L1. So you just do that to avoid having to do 3 hits and potentially having a backstep. Whatever, man. That was just a weird thing to choke on. I lost like 2.5 minutes.